take a player who's a bit higher up the seeding, but not quite the best player in their team. That's Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. I mean, with a team that's oriented around a center like the Denver Nuggets are, who also have a lot of depth, I think that Jamal Murray playing well from the guard position would be crucial for this team to be able to create mismatches in the guard spots and also just to be able to have another scoring option besides Nikola Jokic. Murray's already averaging a solid, I think, 20 points per game. I think if he can step it up by about 3 or 4 more points per game in the playoffs, then that can really take the Nuggets over the top and maybe even get past the Clippers. I'm not sure about the Lakers just yet, but it can really help the Nuggets a lot as we go through the playoffs.
Yeah, I really like Jamal Murray. I think the Nuggets are like a dark horse to win the whole thing. They got a really deep team. They got guys like, of course, they got Jokic and Will Barton and Jamal Murray, and now they got that stud Bowl. Who knows how good he's going to be? But I think for me, the one player who's got to step up for his team to have a championship, to have championship aspirations, I'm going to go in the Eastern Conference. I think it's Kyle Lowry from the Toronto Raptors. Look, I mean, obviously the Raptors won the championship last year, but if you look the years before that championship run, when they had DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry was known for choking in the playoffs. This man scored like 0 points one game in the playoffs. So as an all-star in the regular season, I think especially now with the Raptors being the 2 seed, Pascal Siakam, everyone's had some doubts on him and whether he can lead a championship. I think if Kyle Lowry can step up and be that veteran presence for the Raptors, I think they have a good shot of beating the Bucks and maybe making the finals again.
I would not, if I were Rohit with your Kyle Lowry, I don't think it would be more Kyle Lowry in that sense because he's already a proven star. I understand he's tend to choke in the playoffs. I'd go more Pascal Siakam in that direction because he's more of that younger player who really needs to fit into that playoff environment. Of course, there's no fans, so you can't really talk about that with the bubble. But I really want to focus on the detail, what you were saying with Jamal Murray. Really? You think Jamal Murray is going to help the Nuggets win? I really don't see Jamal Murray, even if he has more production, to be that X factor that the Nuggets need. And I don't think Jamal Murray has it in him to be that X factor for that sense.
No way. I'm absolutely taking Jamal Murray to be that X factor for the Nuggets. Nuggets already have their superstar Nikola Jokic, and if they can get a solid second option established in the team, I mean, they already have that pretty much in Jamal Murray, but if he can step up a little bit in the playoffs, like you saw how Pascal Siakam did with the Raptors last season, if Murray can have a similar ascent into like that sort of like stardom level, I think that the Nuggets can really go far, and they can create a lot of mismatches, as I was talking about before, in the guards position, especially considering that the LA teams aren't exactly stacked at guard. So if Jamal Murray can come out as a lead scoring option, then it can really help the Nuggets down the road.
Yeah, the thing is, he's not. Dude, Jamal Murray has been average, maybe below average some seasons as a guard in the league. And I really don't think he has that capability, especially with all his other seasons with the Nuggets. He has not taken that step. So I don't see why he could be taking that step now as opposed to other players in the Western Conference. Even in the Eastern Conference, when you have people like Tatum or Brown on the Celtics who would actually have that chance at stardom and who have proven that would have an even better shot at Murray, in my opinion.